cash out. We'll get it there at lunchtime. Hi. Hello.
It'll be easier. The closer to you, the better we are. It does have a little red light on it. Last year, the battery died, or was dying in.
Yeah, okay.
And I had to drive down to the Quickie Mart in, what is that, down from Bryan.
Oh, okay.
Down and buy batteries, and then fly back in between games. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Last year was fun. I guess we're praying.
There it is.
All right, let's open with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for a great Dartball season. Thank you for the opportunity that these two teams, Tyrone and Hickory Sq, have to play one final game tonight before you bring on the summer before us and then fall when we get to gather back together again. Thank you for the safety and travel that we all had getting here tonight. Be with us when we leave and bless the cookies. Pray all this in your name. Amen.
Amen. And the banquet money, if anybody in our team has given out banquet money,
Arlo, Harry. Okay, so here we are. Aaron Kaufman started us off with a word of prayer here for our 71st championship match, playoff matchup for the Dartball Church Dartball League. That's a long time of something not better to do on Monday nights.
I concur.
This is Dan Gary. I'm the team captain of the Reform team, sitting next to Glenn Heller, team captain for St. John.
Yes.
Leading off is Arlo Rimmel, a legend in his own mind.
I want to see you.
That's Caesar!
Boy, you can't hit it better than that. I'll tell you what.
Come on, Greg, same way.
Followed by Greg Hodge, who works, he's a computer tech for UPS for 30 years, this guy. That's a long time.
One off the board.
And he went off the board. That's an automatic out for you scoring at home. Brad Harrington, he's the team captain for the Hickory Sq team. He's been married to Tammy for a few years.
He's been he played for a number of years. Most of these guys have played.
Oh,
decades.
a lot of this is tradition. Oh, Brian Kiefer's next. He wants to say hi to his wife, Tammy. Well, everybody's married to Tammy on this team. And Bruce Foster, he's the nephew of Brad Harrington. He says he is Tyrone's worst enemy. And there he is.
And we talk about this every year that we do this, that so many of these teams are made up of family members.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Fathers, sons, uncles.
You got it. You can go right down the list.
Nephews.
Next is Mike Garlowitz, and his boy has played in the league.
Yep,
Mike's been a policeman for a long, long time. And Mike's the newest member of our Hall of Fame.
Well, congratulations, Mike.
He got his 1,000th hit in his last at bat of the season. Oh, and almost got one there. So 2 runs in the top of the first for Hickory Square. We go to Tyrone now. Start off with Duncan Keaty.
Another legend.
Another legend. He has many, many singles. He's got family members too. His boy played. I think his grandson's
Grandson
played.
played, yeah. Arlo and Duncan, both single hitters, both throwing for doubles.
And they both won 2
championship.
Singles. They won 2 singles for that, I bet.
Yeah.
Here's Matt Lane. His wife Natalie's watching at home, I would assume. Ooh. And now, what else can be said about this guy?
He's literally one of the best players ever in darts.
What you mean? 11 batting titles? 11. Second place is 4.
You got it.
And we're jinxing him.
And we're jinxing him. We jinxed him.
We jinxed him. He's still warming up.
And the first of 4 rum balls on this team, Jerry.
You got it, Jared.
Ooh,
In the black.
everybody's a little tight right now.
Hickory Square with the early 2-0 lead.
Yep.
Head to the top of the second. Of course, Hickory Square missing their top hitter tonight, who is out sick.
Eric Joseph, yes.
Bad luck to be sick this week, but
Edwin Davis here.
still throwing there.
71 years old, throws a pretty good dart. Been married for 50 years.
Jeez. I've done nothing for 50 years but be here.
Jim Stimmel Jr. here. This guy was red hot last week. He had 11 hits last week. He was red hot.
Not going to drop it.
Keeping it up there.
Definitely not going to drop it.
Keeping it up there.
What were you actually doing?
And he hits it.
An emphatic double.
Yes. And you talk about family. Well, this is Jim Stimmel Sr. Father and son, back to back.
$20.
And he gets a single in. He drops a single in to get back to the top of the order. And Arlo. Oh, we talk about family, but all the only thing he has is he talks about trying to marry off his sister.
Exactly. I think the rest of the family wouldn't be in the league. They had to admit they were Arlo's family.
Right. In there. That's a red one.
Close one.
Close one there. As close as that
very
last one was in, that one was out. And now we got Greg Pond.
These boys are going to get a lot of at-bats tonight.
A lot of at-bats tonight. If we go 5 games, they're going to bat 30 times. Greg has
He's being a team player.
2 kids, a boy and a girl. Oh! Unfortunately, a red one for him
They
there.
left 2-1
Yes, they did.
against Tyrone. That is not a good idea.
That's dangerous, dangerous.
At the bats, I could have been ready to talk. But if it weren't for what team was it? Cancer didn't have enough players.
Can we get security to get this guy out of the booth?
Yeah. How'd this guy get in the booth?
You guys on the home
Who's
run?
up first here? I think Doc's up first. Ron Rumble. 87 years old. Played in the league for 63 years, I think. 64 years. Most anybody.
Over 5,000 hits,
Yep. We
but not one there.
We have 6 players with over 5,000 hits. Alan Crawford.
And 2 here tonight.
2 here tonight.
Playing for the
On the same team. It's kind of like we have a historical team in Tyrone.
Yeah.
Who has they've won more championships than anybody else. They have players that are at the top of all the lists.
Yep.
And if you ever talk to Arlo, you know that the Hickory Square team is the hysterical. We have historical and hysterical. Oh,
Wow.
and Harry McNatt.
Pretty straight out.
OB. Yeah, that's
Rattle star.
Tyrone is not playing Tyrone Dartball yet.
So we go to the top of the third. And still 2-0.
Brad Harrington to lead off.
Brad's also the longtime treasurer for the league.
Yes, he has.
So there's a lot of trust we have in him.
Oh. Brian Kiefer. Yeah, he doubles again. I thought the lineup was the other way around there, but and Bruce comes up. He trying to pick up his uncle.
Ooh, drop that one.
Mike Garlowitz again.
Mike.
And they changed it. No stepping on the batting box.
The same.
There, we're living on the wire shots.
That's the same hole that Orlo. It had to be the same
Right
hole
in the
Orlo
wire
hit.
shots. That is incredible.
Brings up Edwin Davis. He's going to Alaska for his 50th anniversary coming up here. Oh!
Hits like that, they'll pay for it.
Yes.
Same way.
Jimmy Stimmel again. He wants to pray for everyone to have a better year. Oh, close one, but not there. That's why we have the wires in there. But Jim didn't need one there.
Same way, Jim.
Jim Senior up now.
Come on, Dad. Keep going. Come on, Dad. You can do it. You're free.
Wow.
Let's go, Ron. Mark, Peck.
It's 5-0. Hickory Sq going to the bottom of the third. Mark Rumbaugh up first, I think.
It's going to be a long night. Everybody keeps hitting, I guess.
They got Ron Koshoff up first. I've got these out of order. And right in the red. Ron didn't give me time to
Say anything nice.
say anything nice about it. Here comes Mark Rumbaugh. He's playing his first full season in 35 years.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
But with the numbers he had before, he can join the Hall of Fame next year. Now here comes,
Out the middle, Hack.
this is Hack. Hack Yunkin, another long time playing. Oh, right on that wire. That's why they put him in there. Ooh.
I play for other teams.
Played for Dawson.
Played for Dawson. That's where I was
Played
thinking.
for Dawson.
No
When Dawson had a
Dawson
team.
no longer in the league, correct?
Right. Dawson had a team. Top of the fourth, 5-0. Arlo Rimmel.
Still in game one. It's a best of 5.
Arlo led the league in singles this year. But they're all throwing for doubles.
Another double for Arlo.
Arlo's only led the league in singles 7 times. Greg Hodge.
No, you got to close to me.
High five.
Greg, first hit of the night.
Greg breaks the ice.
Drives in a run.
Greg breaks his ice. And Brad breaks his ice. And Brian Kiefer.
Come on, Brian. You can do it. Keep throwing, Brian.
Kept it up there. Still throwing.
Oh,
They bumped it into the yellow.
I think the one dart bumped it into the yellow. Yep.
At least you're on the board, Brian. You were close, Come on, Bruce.
That didn't sound good.
Bruce had to be a firefighter there.
Bruce wants Tyrone.
Missed the board.
Come on, Mike.
Bruce with an OB. Yeah, Mike Garlowitz again. Had a good double last time.
Two good darts.
I see that.
Oh, another one. I was just about to say, it seemed like the post-game jitters were we're done, but
Then they bite you. It's amazing how you can not hit a 4-foot square ball. But we've all done it. Multiple
absolutely.
times. Multiple
times in a game. Completely missed the board. A lot of curtains hit.
Arlie run ball. Here, like I said, family. Well, Arlie is Ron's brother. Mark's dad.
Fell apart and you down that I had to strike out.
Jared's great uncle. So it's
How many years does he have in the league?
he's
Gotta be
upper 50s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, brother Ron's at 63 or 64, tops the list. And he's 90. Arlie's 90 years old. I'm hoping I can still make it to the games at 90 years old.
How about remember what the game is at 90 years old?
Exactly. Yep. Back to the top of the order with Duncan. Oh, Matt Lane. Matt led the league in runs scored this year. It seems like whoever bats in front of Alan Crawford leads the league in runs scored.
You only have to get on half the time.
Yeah. But you're going to score.
It's a good chance you're going to score. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Alan, you're up.
I'm getting there.
Like I said, 11 batting titles for this guy. Second place is 4. There are 7 guys who have 4.
I would venture to guess
4 are
that,
dead.
that out of
1 doesn't play anymore, and the other 2 are in this room.
are you one of them?
And I'm one of them. That was Jack Duggar, and we're not even the best hitters on our own team at this point. So there is no chance
But you're going to
that
take
we're
it
going to
over.
get a batting title to close in.
Yeah.
There's just no chance. No chance. And there's Jared Rumble.
Yeah.
2 outs, 1 man on.
Yep, they're making a run here. 2 out Lightning.
Looking to get it on the board.
Ooh, right around
Another 0.
it. No, they got 1.
Oh, they did get 1?
Yeah, Matt got on. Alan brought him.
See, I stopped paying attention when we were talking about how good Allen was.
Yeah, we were just in awe.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
And combined his and his dad's hits.
Yes. And his dad is one of those 7 guys that has 4 titles.
Yeah.
Yep. Edwin Davis with him out, and Jim Stimmel Jr. here.
Wide right on that one.
I had to look at that stink bug this morning.
And Jim
Come on, Dad, or whatever's flying there. Come on.
Yeah, double for him.
I'm on that same way.
No, Arlo's on.
Last time there was a man on, 2 men on, Arlo couldn't come through.
2
So we'll
times he
see.
led off, he got hits. The 1 time with a man on.
So we'll
They're
see.
watching that line there.
Come on, Arlo.
Right up there. Come on, Doug.
Keep going, Arlo.
Yeah.
They don't like being called Doug.
There,
On the right side of the wire.
they made him angry.
They made him angry.
Worse, they made him focus.
Well, everybody on the Hickory Sq team has a hit in this game.
That was a strike.
Everybody has a hit.
That's a good way to
That's
take
how,
the lead.
that's how you. That's how you got to play it in the playoffs.
Yeah. And especially against Tyrone, because even though they only scored 1 run so far, we all know
They can put 8 on you real fast.
in an inning.
Yep,
Batting around is nothing new to them.
nothing new. And Brad Harrington up.
25 more rounds.
Brad ran the 1994 Boston Marathon.
Did he win?
I don't think he won.
Okay,
But he
I was
ran.
curious.
And he doubled. You know, I get tired driving 26 miles.
No kidding. I wanted to take a nap on the way here.
And Brian Kiefer up. Good dart for the Red Wings. Give them 3 more. It is 10-1. Hickory Sq. In the bottom of the 5th.
Halfway through the first game of a best-of-5 series. Tyrone has the advantage of being the home team in this game,
1, 3, and 5. Yeah, that's how we play it.
since they had the better record coming in the regular season.
Oh, Ron didn't let me have time to say anything nice about it. Here's There's Aaron Kaufman. He's a pretty big deal here with the Tyrone Church.
I was just going to say he's very involved. Some of the work they've done in refurbishing this
Schoolhouse
building
here, yeah. We're going to
the
get him over
church.
here and talk about it. The next game, he can tell us all about the refurbishment here. Harry with a single.
Like we said, all of a sudden,
Ron works for the Pennsylvania Water Company. Married to Bernadette. And here they come. Here they come. Mark Rumball here. Like I said,
sometimes it's just a
Mark
matter
was
of
away
getting
for a
together.
long, long time. 35 years. Moved back. Plays against some of the old players he played against back then. Some things don't change in this league.
No, a lot of guys in this league that have played a long time.
Yep.
Hey, you got it, Matt. It's on the floor over here.
Good. Somebody smash it.
And here's how. You talk about a wily old veteran. Here he is. Oh,
Little Mike.
they got one. So give them 2. 10-2. They left 2 on.
Yes.
It's the death in the playoffs, but both teams have done it now. And Bruce is up first. He's an operations manager at FedEx.
Can't tell by his outfit.
No, you can't tell anything. And there's one.
Made up for missing the board.
Yeah. And now they're working on everybody having 2 hits. They get 2 guys to get to there. Ooh, Mike's one of them, but he went
2 in a row off the board. One each way.
And there's Edwin. Going on that cruise to Alaska, sorry. 50th wedding anniversary. Good for him.
Hey, you make it that long. Ooh, go as far away as possible.
Yeah.
Maybe even take her with you.
Yeah. How long you been married there, Glenn?
It'll be 29 years this year.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. I've been married since '92. How many years is that?
That'd be 33.
I wasn't a math major.
33. 4 years more. Yeah.
Okay.
Moved it over a little bit.
All right, so nothing there. Nothing
That's before I even met my wife.
Wow. We dated for 4 years too before that.
No, you and I did. No, you and your wife.
Well, we won't
You said we dated. I was
okay.
wanted to be clear.
Hey, what happened to Dartball? Stays at Dartball. Harley Rumball leading off here.
Both of them's in there.
Oop. I was dropping in the home run.
His wife Kay is watching at home.
Still throwing.
Still pitching.
Nah,
Thing is, you give just about anybody in the league 5 darts, he's either going to get a hit or miss the board.
Yeah.
That's it. It's funny how that works.
Huh? Yeah, some of these guys you can't give that many darts to.
Duncan don't need 5.
No. And this is where they kill you.
Yeah.
Same thing, Matt.
Yep.
Usually it's Duncan with a single, but that's in there.
That's just over the thing.
Yeah, that top of the lineup can put together 4 runs real quick.
They can throw 6 darts and have 6 hits.
Yep.
Yep. And it doesn't have to be in the middle either.
Come on, Jared.
Ooh, it doesn't matter when you score them, as long as you get them before the bottom of the ninth.
That's right.
Straight down the
And
middle.
Ron Rumball again.
You got it.
Patriarch. A lot of players from this team. All three of his sons
Straight down the middle.
played in this league. Son Randy is a Hall of Famer. Aaron Kaufman. Ooh. Married to Casey.
You got it.
Another one.
And another one. There's 4 on the floor and only 1 out.
2 outs.
2 outs.
Is there 2 outs?
2 outs.
2 outs, okay. Oh, yes. I'm only the mouthpiece. I don't pay attention.
Really the scorekeeper.
I'm only the scorekeeper. Ooh.
You could be a major league ump with keeping stats like that.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, exactly. Not Aaron Hernandez. That's a completely different angel.
Angel.
Aaron Hernandez is completely different. Yeah.
He's in jail.
He's not even in jail anymore.
He's dead now.
Yes, yeah, that's good. That's a different sport.
Whole different
animal. Right
Whole different animal there, yep. Yep, whole different animal.
I'd rather you be Angel than Aaron.
Yeah, there you go. Jim Sr. leading off here. It is 10-6.
And all of a sudden,
As dominating as Hickory Square's been in this game, they are not guaranteed to win it.
And that's when we talked about having that home field advantage.
Yep.
And how important that can be anytime.
Anytime.
Especially in the playoffs, getting it that first and third game.
Yep. And Arlo back up again for his fourth at bat. Fifth at bat. His fifth at bat this game. They've been hitting.
Same way, Curry.
What made you just jump?
But I want to win the tournament, that's why.
Greg Hodge.
You can go out on the run for his money, right?
Greg Hodge. He's got it rolling now after some early yips. He's got it rolling three in a row. Here's Brad. Brad looking for just underneath. Man.
Just as an aside, I see the dark clouds rolling down.
Yeah.
So that the storms hold off.
What happens if electric is off here?
Well, the last time we played here, my team, they didn't have electric. So we played by a generator and oil candles.
Nice.
Yeah.
11-6, going to the bottom of the seventh. Hey, it's middle of the seventh. They're going to sing?
No.
Take me out of the ball game. Take me out of the crowd.
We didn't ask it.
We didn't ask for the peanut gallery.
Or the peanut head.
Yeah. All right, who we got leading off here? Ron call shot. Hall of Famer. Tyrone has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Hall of Famers on their team.
Out of how many guys here tonight?
11, 10.
And Aaron hasn't played long enough.
Out of 11 guys, 8 of them are Hall of Famers.
And Aaron hasn't played long enough, and
Neither is Matt.
because he didn't play for 35 years.
That's the
Otherwise, they probably had 9 out of 10. Yeah.
And Mark hasn't played for 35.
That was Mark, yeah.
Matt hasn't played long enough. Aaron hasn't played long enough.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Okay. Top of the 8th there. Bruce leading off here.
Come on, Bruce.
Oh, just below.
Come on, buddy.
You're amazed how attractive that red can be.
Yeah. It like sucks it in.
Yeah.
And a double for Mike. If Edwin gets a hit here, everybody on the team will have 2 hits this game.
No.
Not this time. No, I'm sorry.
Not going to drop it.
He's talking
Keep it up there.
He's talking to it.
Only problem is when they start talking back.
And sometimes they do. Oh, just dropped it.
Same way.
So, go to the bottom of the 8th, 11-6.
Good score.
I got 11-6. You got 11.
I can't tell you what I'm going for. Well, you can certainly see what I'm going for.
Harley Rumble leading off here.
Right one.
Ooh, almost home run. Had the right height.
Almost.
Just wasn't straight.
It's not a double, Jared. It's a deuce. Up the deuce.
Like that.
Just like that.
Here, Harry coaching.
Same thing, you know, Jerry.
That's Harley's favorite steak. Up in the deuce.
Up in the deuce. That,
Come on now.
I'm gonna leave that joke alone.
Okay. Greatest dartball player in history.
Everything
Off the
now.
dart end.
Come on, Jerry.
You can't give Alan three darts. Really shouldn't give him two.
Yeah. I don't want to give him one. But that's the way he seems to do it against us. One strike, two strikes, double.
Double. That
Uses the first two to sort of adjust it in, yeah? Ooh, just under the wire.
And as guys who've played at this league for over 40 years, it's not as easy as it sounds.
No.
To just adjust into a hit. You can do everything perfectly, or think you are,
Yeah.
and just not get the results.
There's been times the dart has left my hand and I'm thinking it's dead center and it misses the ball.
You just
You don't know.
you don't know.
You could not be lined up right. Jim Senior here almost with the home run there.
Keep going.
He's shooting for it. He's shooting for it.
Keep going.
They'll throw it.
Don't be dropping them.
He hit 23 on the year, which is good for 8th place in the
You
league.
can hear his boy encouraging him. Oh, he tried to bring it up.
That was your
Just
hit.
missed.
Yep.
Great try.
Here comes Arlo. Sixth at bat of the night.
Another hit. 5 for 6 tonight.
He is unconscious.
Usually. I think that's an out.
I think that's a little low.
Just missed it.
Just a little low.
Just missed it.
Come on.
They need one more. Just a little insurance. Brad nailed it.
There it is. Again, no guarantee, but you want to get them. You want to get yourself a nice lead,
Yeah.
especially when you're the road team.
Yep. Brian Kiefer's up.
Yeah.
Another one.
He hits that one. They got some 2-out lightning going. Bruce next.
It's like the team you played last week.
Yes, yes. They just kept hitting and kept hitting and kept hitting.
You see that kind of come out of his hand funny.
And just the bottom dropped right out.
Yeah.
14-7 going to the bottom of the ninth.
And again, no guarantee.
No guarantee.
Yep. We've
Seen him
seen
do
this
it.
happen many times.
This is Ron. They call him Doc. He's a chiropractor. Him and my dad were very good friends for a number of years. Ron's only been practicing for 59 years.
Well, if you keep practicing, eventually you'll get better.
Maybe he will, yeah.
Ooh. I got a second chance on that one. Got a second chance on that one. See if he makes him pay.
Not yet.
Nope. All right, down to their last out here in the 9th inning.
Harry McKnight.
Harry's not gonna make the last out.
Wife Charlene cheering at home.
But he's not there.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I just said she was cheering at home.
No, it's all in good fun.
They checked his ears.
Ooh, wrong call
That's the
shot
game.
for the Red Wings. Game over.
All right.
Coffee, tea, real quick. Coffee,
All
tea.
right, game one
Snacks over
on the
there.
boards. Game one
Everybody's
goes
welcome.
All right, thank you.
Visitors, whoever, everybody's welcome.
Thank you.
Game one goes to
Join the party.
I'm partied out. Let me check my camera.
Seven 14. We had 14-23.
I'll put you in sugar shop. What's that? Yeah. Here, hold on, I got a drink.
Going to go to game two here. Now this game, Hickory Square will be the home team. We rotate it back and forth. We do give a team home field advantage.
Who's our best player in here?
I'm up and
Well, you guys lead off.
You guys are up first. Yeah, you guys are up first. So here we go, game two. This game, the Hickory Square will be the home team. We do rotate that back and forth. Home field advantage to Tyrone for being the 1 seed. Hickory Square is a 6th seed here in this tournament. The last few years, we have had very, very few upsets.
Yes.
And here, Hickory Square is beating 3 seed, beating the 2 seed, now they're taking on the 1 seed. Mark Romball here leading off.
And we've had very few repeat champions.
Yeah, it's hard to do. Hard to do. Whoa, hacky. It's hard to repeat.
2 teams in the league, going all the way back, have won 4 in a row.
Yes, Tyrone is one of them.
Yep. And the other one is Hickory Square.
Hickory Square. Okay, that goes way back.
Yeah, way back. But they were the first team to do it.
Yep. And actually, we've said Tyrone's won more championships than anybody else. Hickory Square has won a championship since Tyrone. They had their 4 in a row in 17. Hickory Square won the following year.
Yep. And reformed one.
I don't think either team's been in the finals since.
No.
He still has a ball. He still has a ball up there. It's 1 and 2. That big blue square is a ball. He thought he struck out, but
No, I take that back. You beat reformed.
what's that?
No, you didn't beat reformed. Never. Or you didn't beat Tyrone. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Ooh, that was up.
Got one Jim and Jim.
Yeah, I mean, teams can get hot in the playoffs. They can ride it out and win it all.
Right now, that's where Hickory Square is.
And Hickory Sq, again, 6th seed, but not 6th seed by much. It's not like it was a 10-game difference.
Some of you had 6. Edwin, oh, just in the yellow for Edwin. Now the Stimmels. Father, son here. Son, father.
Actually jog on the trail on the.
Now they're double.
Right in the middle.
Been having a good 2 weeks here, Jim has.
Yes, he had 11 hits last week. One of the big reasons they won.
Oh, Dad!
Nice.
In this league, you're going to have your guys that are your top hitters, but those guys that bat at the quote-unquote bottom of the lineup, they got to hit for you.
Yep.
When they hit, that makes teams unstoppable.
That makes the top of the lineup better because they bat more.
Correct.
What'd you put in it? Shouldn't have had that donut. I shouldn't have had that donut.
Arlo, I want to understand the logic. You're throwing real well at the double. Now, why would you throw a single ball to your ball? I guess because a right-hander changes to a left-hander. That's the logic.
All right, Duncan Keaty leading off here, top of their order here in the 2nd inning. Oh, he dropped.
All around it.
Harry, don't figure out my logic.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
I think for the first time ever, I agree with Arlo. Don't try to figure him out.
Don't try to figure him out. Yep.
Exactly, build them out there.
Ooh,
Only God can figure me
A
out.
little yellow strip will get you sometimes.
many times. Yep. You won't get this guy. Well, maybe strike 1 or strike 2.
He doesn't bat 1,000. I know that.
Well,
7 something.
he is at 720. That is the record. Yes.
Hey, the little yellow
there's that
strip got him. The little yellow strip
There's
did
that
get
yellow
him.
strip. Holy cow.
Didn't expect that to happen.
Hey, I come down to see you play.
He's playing.
I come down to you.
That was a waste of your time.
I thought you had a
Oh, we got some good-natured bantering going on back and
I
forth.
thought you were no miss
President
out.
of the league.
President of the league is here stirring the pot.
That's a shame.
Greg Hodge. He's got 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Leads the team at his church, which is the
Right in the middle.
Pennsville Baptist, and hits that right in the middle.
Yeah, that's in there.
Here's Brad.
Oh, he picked the wire on that one.
Brad didn't
Pick the
didn't take long enough for me to say anything nice about him, so I'm not going to say anything nice about him anymore. Here's Brian. That looks like a strike. It's just under the red.
Kind of double clutch that one.
He works for Restorative Support Systems. Brian works for Support Systems. Easy for me to say. Played football at Waynesburg, but here comes Bruce. Mr. FedEx. It's all about fine fellas, that Bruce says. Ooh.
Bruce.
Tyrone's worst enemy. Ooh. Now there's some heckling going on here. All good natured, all legal.
Yeah, kind of surprised it took that long.
Yeah. You thought it would have started right off. Oh, and a red one from Mike.
One on the floor.
1 down. They're up 1-0 here after 2.
Oh boy, that 1-0. That's not enough. That's too lean. We need at least 25 against them.
What's interesting about this league and about this
There
game
it starts
is you
off.
can win a game 15-10, and the next game be 3-2.
Yeah. The whole team can go that way.
And hitting is what's the word I'm looking for there? When one guy starts hitting, everybody starts hitting
Throwing a
sometimes.
red one there.
It's contagious. Hitting is
Hitting is
contagious.
contagious. Ooh, and so's the red.
Yeah, the red has been very bad.
red, yeah. Hey, Aaron. I'm going to bring Aaron Kaufman over here and tell us all about this building,
I need it.
all the renovations we've
Step
done.
number 1, don't wear a red shirt. How's it going?
Yeah, I wore a red shirt and haven't had a hit all night.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Tell us about this building. Tell us some history.
So Dan, we're in the Tyrone School, one-room schoolhouse in Lower Tyrone Township. It opened in 1873, closed as a schoolhouse full-time 1949, and then reopened for half a year in the 53-54 school year before the school auctioned it off. Went through a couple different local owners, privately used. It was a barber shop at one point in time before a couple, Jim and Beverly Brown, bought it and donated it back to the community through the Tyrone Presbyterian Church. We're fortunate to have two members on the Tyrone Dartball team who went to school here, Ron Rumball and his brother Arlie Rumball, 88, 90 years old.
I'll bet they did.
They have tons of stories of their time going to school here in this building. Really cool to have them on the team, to still be a part of the community through this place that meant so much to their boyhood. Over the past couple of years, we've been working on a restoration of this building. Started with doing some windows because we had old single-pane windows with wood trim that was rotting away. Recognizing the problem and the need to update those for the continued use of the building for the Dartball team and the Boy Scouts, we replaced some windows, and then after looking at the building some more, we saw some structural cracking in the brick and settling and stuff like that.
Once you start looking, you just keep finding, don't you?
The projects don't end, especially when it comes to a 152-year-old brick building.
I'm sure.
So no, it's been a fun project. We've had all four sides of the building pointed now. We added gutters to the building.
Now, when you say we, who was doing that?
There's many members of the church. Myself, Ron Rumball, Arlie Rumball, some of their family. Curtis Rumball helped us with upgrading the electric. Bruno Ansel helped us with replacing windows.
And Curtis Rumball is a Hall of Famer from this league. That's Ron's grandson.
So we have some more work to do. We're not quite done yet. We need to redo some insulation in the attic. We need to do some siding where it wasn't brick in the one gable end of the building. And we have another window to replace before we're done with the major restoration project.
And your Boy Scout troop meets in here too, right?
They do, yeah, every Tuesday night.
Always looking for members there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great place for the Boy Scouts with the 3 acres that the church has here and meeting in the schoolhouse. It's almost like a clubhouse to them in a sense.
I'll bet, yeah.
We've done campouts in here before, winter camp type stuff, and just a bunch of different things around the grounds and whatnot. No, one of the fun things the Scouts actually did a couple years ago, or no, it was last summer I believe. They had an archaeologist here. And with that archaeologist, they had a ground-penetrating radar machine.
What'd they find?
They did 2 rows in the cemetery just to kind of show the Scouts like how the thing works, and they did the graveyard obviously because there's bodies there. There's you know that there's something under the ground,
right?
And they were going along, and then they go, "Hey, Aaron, look, we found a water line." I was like, "There's no water line in the graveyard," and they're like, "Oh, well, there's a gas line." He was like, "We don't have gas out here." Then the archaeologist pointed out to the Boy Scouts on the screen, they're like, "No, that's going straight down. That's not going horizontally." The Boy Scouts actually discovered the location of a well that dated back to the 1700s whenever the settlers were first meeting as the Tyrone Presbyterian Church.
That's cool. That's pretty neat.
No records ever said where that was, so that confirmed for us that that's where they were camping, because back in that time they would come down for the weekend for church.
Yeah.
They'd camp on the site. That's where they would have drew their water from. And it was in the graveyard, so it predated graves from the 1850s because there were people buried on top of the well.
Wow.
Which is really crazy. And then the fact that we just happened to pick that one row in the graveyard and there just happened to be the well right there. That was unrecorded.
Meant to be, though. Meant to be.
It was really cool. So yeah, the restoration of the schoolhouse project, it really plugs in the history that we have here at this site with the 250-year-old congregation at the church.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
It's the graveyard, and now the old 152-year-old one-room schoolhouse. Arguably the nicest one in Fayette County.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm sure a lot of people would argue with you, but hey, looks good there. All the work you've done really has been an improvement.
Yeah, it's been a fun project.
Maybe just needs a little bit more lighting.
Yeah, it goes with the time period. It makes it feel authentic in here.
But these old eyes can't see my score sheet there.
That's we need some more younger people.
Yo, okay, there you go.
that right, Glenn?
And a sacrifice.
Younger people with new ideas.
Right, and maybe break out those oil lamps.
They're over on the table. I can go grab them.
There you go. There you go. Now you talk about family and how everybody's intertwined and everything. I went to high school with Aaron's mother-in-law.
Really?
Yes, I did. Cindy, very nice lady. Well, I have to.
She was that
with,
old.
with the restraint, with all the restraining orders and non-disclosure agreements. All I can say is she's a very nice lady.
Very nice lady. Very.
All I'm allowed to say, you know. But well, thank you, Aaron. I'd like to thank Aaron Kaufman for that discussion about this school building. A lot of things I didn't know, and very informative, very informative. So we'll get back to the game here. Tyrone's batting in the top of the fifth. Sorry. Right now it's 4-0 Hickory Sq. Tyrone has not been Tyronian at all tonight.
Yeah. Sloppy triple will help.
That'll help, but that's not being Tyrone.
No.
That's not.
But you know what? Sometimes you got to have that lucky hit.
You got to have that. Yeah.
You got to throw the dart, and if you get a hit, you got a hit. Because that could be the start of a rally right there.
That's all. Yeah. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yep.
A little bit of slop. Ooh. Rolling right around it there. Now Aaron ought to get a hit here because he's going to be all excited about talking. See? Get somebody talking about something that interests them.
Yeah. It wasn't.
They get excited.
It's not every day you find an ancient well.
That's right. That's pretty cool.
By accident.
Right.
That someone isn't crawling out of because they've been cursed.
Wife Charlene here. He's got a son and he's got 2 sons and a daughter.
Son played.
30 years at U.S. Steel for Harry McNabb.
Wow. I've done very little for 30 years. Just keep going. I gotta.
There it is.
He added in. He added in. No.
Wow. Just over the wire.
Yeah, he had no confidence in that one.
He even said no.
And again, sometimes that's all it takes.
Well, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh.
Yep. 3 on that one. They're right back in it.
But they are right back in it. It's 4-3 ball game now. 4-3 ball game.
Let's get the 3 back. Boy, that's almost 5 before.
Jim and Orlo are up for Hickory Sq. Hey, we have a speaker.
Oh,
For the banquet.
that's right.
Yeah. The more I look around this league, and especially when I look in the mirror, everybody just keeps getting older. So we're going to have Jim Jaquillard from Graft Jaquillard Funeral Home talk about some pre-planning and.
You called it, Jimmy.
That was in the white.
He's going to talk about veterans benefits and things like that too, which I think will be appropriate for our league.
Straight.
He's a home run away from the cycle tonight.
And that's what he's had a lot of. So,
There's a single. He probably didn't do it anymore.
yeah.
Did you get a donut yet? Anything you want? There's donuts over there.
That guy yells like that. Next year we ought to have a rule that he's out of the building.
Hey, he's out. He stepped over the line. He's not even up.
That ain't right. Go ahead and laugh.
It's okay, Edwin.
There you have it.
I don't know.
Oh, then I got too quiet.
Eyes off now.
And they got too quiet.
They'll complain about somebody yelling, but there's no rule against that.
As long as you're in front of the line.
Used to be guys just sit on the line and just scream. Scream!
And they didn't care who you were.
No. They used to bang.
All right, I'll move it.
What's that? Oh, Mark led up there. He got out.
You remember
It is
the All-Star game?
top of the sixth.
They said you and I had to be quiet.
Me and Big John, remember me and Big John up there?
Yeah.
And or
Still trying to run the audio video here also.
Well, we want to thank you, Glenn, for doing this and giving us archives.
Well, not only do I have nothing to do on a Monday night, I love doing video, so.
There you go. But you tape our banquets, you tape this stuff, and
I'm a big
give us. You take a lot of pictures.
I'm a big proponent of history and of maintaining as much as you can. And many times I've thought how great it would have been to have a lot more from this league of those guys. Right, yeah. Every now and again we'll find a newspaper article or a picture that was ran in one of the local papers of the banquet or something.
Right.
And it's just, back in the day when guys wore suit and ties to get their trophies at the banquet.
Everybody wore a suit and tie back in the day.
Yeah. So, it's I always
Now we can't even get guys to show up.
I always feel it's important to keep as much of it as you can. This year I did a lot more pictures and videos during the season.
Yeah.
And one of the things I did was, like, for example, I had Eric who plays Joseph who plays for Hickory Sq and isn't here tonight. He's the career leader in walks of all things. Right. I got a video of him throwing for the walk. Just you got it. And you
got him hitting one.
And I have some videos of Alan, getting hits. Again,
That's all right.
And you got Mike's. Do you have his 1,000th hit?
I did not. Someone else did.
Okay.
Yeah. But
That's okay. That's okay.
but the things that I look back and say, wouldn't you like to have video of Tom Crawford or any of those guys that are on are now getting passed because they've been gone for
Tom
so
Crawford
long.
is a very good example of that. But
I have a little bit of video of your daddy
Ed
playing.
Ed Rolla was somebody that took care of the stats.
Yep.
And
Ed Yoder.
Ed Yoder. That's what I'm thinking of.
Another one that was
he
so involved in the
Talking
league.
about Boy Scouts, Ed Yoder is my first scoutmaster.
There you go.
Troop 156 in Scottsdale.
And it just, looking back at it, you wish someone would have, had that. Maybe someone does. I don't know.
And Ed is who I modeled my statistics after.
Right.
When I started doing the programs.
Because he was the program guy.
And the statistician.
Yeah. All kept in a box.
Big old box.
Yeah. Still have that box. Don't use it for the stats anymore, but I still have the box. Yeah.
Same thing, Ron.
Yep. And here comes Tyrone.
Down the middle, dog.
Back in the day as Tyrone puts together a little run here with no outs.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we've gone from copy paper to live streaming on Facebook in 70 years.
Hey, the Dawson Fire Department's looking for volunteers.
He lives in Mount Pleasant.
Well, they need
But
something there
this
too.
league has survived on friendly rivalries, making friends.
Yep. Sometimes not so friendly.
Yeah.
It happens. Anything that's competitive is going
But I'll be honest, you and I probably wouldn't know each other
Oh
if it
no.
wasn't for this Dartball league.
I wouldn't know anybody in this room.
Right.
But again,
You bragging or complaining?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But no, I mean it's anything that's competitive is going to bring it out in people. And that's just the way it is. Like you said, back in the day, these chairs in front of us would be lined. Instead of people sitting behind us and people standing waiting to throw, they'd be sitting there,
Right on the
yelling
line,
at the guy throwing. Is it better now or worse? I don't know. But
I've seen league. I only got 2 outs. What did I miss?
Duncan led off.
Duncan led off there. Okay.
Right.
They got 4. So it is 7-4. Going to the bottom of the 7th.
Hey,
Edwin.
call security, have me escorted out.
So that's Tyrone's first lead of the night.
First lead of the night. In a good spot there, 7th inning.
He seems to have slowed down a little bit for Hickory Square. Oh, wide right.
That's some Jeff Duggars right there.
I've seen you do that.
That flew too fast, Jack.
It went too fast. And that's an out.
Last week, it was a 1. We ended up winning the next
All right, we go to the top of the 8th. 7-4. Tyrone. Mark Rumbaugh leading off.
when Aaron was in. Wait, had to save it for one time.
It's all fair. All fair and lower more.
Shit, on it, man.
That's what we're talking about.
Back
It's
young.
personally friendly, but
Pitching his heart out here. Oh, boy, that one was up there. Didn't know where that was
but
going.
I used to be that way.
I want everybody on their team to try to beat me. I'm gonna try to beat them.
Yeah.
What do you expect? What more to do? And you made it out happy.
Early's getting them up there too, dropping them down.
He's forgot it's surrounded. He had that home run surrounded. Bottom of the 8th.
I've seen league rules of other dartball leagues, and some of them actually have in the rules that you sit on your line in your batting order, and you don't get out of your seat until it's your turn to bat.
Wouldn't work because half these guys don't know when they bat.
That's part of
Been a
it.
scorekeeper for a long time.
Yep, that's part of it.
You will reach the 3rd game and they still don't know who they follow. And they followed that guy for 6 weeks.
All year. Yep. And
Which is fine.
Don't drop it there.
Again, it's a friendly league. It's not professional. So,
Wow.
it's okay to come and,
There's a couple.
yeah, but it's okay to come and, just be here to play.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Greg Hodge here. Greg missed last week,
I will.
but he hasn't missed a beat.
Come on, you got
What is hurting him there was Eric Jackson. He's got 45 hits in the first 3 weeks of the playoffs.
And he'd be batting his 10th time already.
Yeah.
He's from
Brad.
You said,
Brad with his 4th hit in this game.
And Hickory Square with being the home team this game. Now they've got
They
that
can get
advantage
close.
going in the bottom of the 9th.
That's a big
I don't
whoop.
know if that was on purpose or not, but
I think that was a big whoop. But a big hit.
Yeah.
But a big hit for them.
based on what I'm hearing behind me.
Sometimes
You take 'em.
It's better to be lucky than good. some
Again,
days.
that's what I said.
Yep.
Sometimes it's that slop that gets you over the top.
That's too
And
loud.
we call it slop, but no lucky hit, dropped hit,
Well,
dart slips out of your
talked
hand.
about looking back at the game of Tyrone, that triple they had, which was an oops. If that's an out, that inning they don't score any runs. Instead, they scored 3.
Yep.
So that's all it takes. That oops there is going to give them 3. So the oops is kind of balanced out. Oh, that one didn't.
All tied up.
Let's go, Duncan.
So it is 7-7 going to the 9th.
Just like they didn't play the first 8 innings.
Tyrone's got the top of their lineup up.
scored by 4 runs.
I don't know. We'll see, Arlo.
Duncan Keating.
As they say, it all starts with the leadoff
He's
hitter.
led the league a number of times in singles. He led off 2 innings ago with an out, and they still scored 4.
And he's still, and he'll throw for that double and he'll hit it.
Yeah, oh.
He didn't want that to happen. He didn't want to have 2 outs in front of Allen.
You know, I'll make a big thing Alan Crawford is not dropping
2 out line.
right
Let's
here.
go.
No, but you want a guy on when he's getting up there.
Right.
Unusual.
The door is open. The door
They need
is
one in the bottom of the ninth.
Yep. Bottom of the ninth. Bottom of their order, but any one of them could do it.
Absolutely.
Any one of them. If Edwin gets one,
It's good.
he's going to score.
If anyone hits a home run, this place might empty.
It looks like an Allen Crawford.
It's in there.
I can't tell from here. Ooh, tough one.
Come on, Jim, anything you want.
Yeah, you don't want to give Tyrone another chance. You're going to end it.
One of them get on and give Orlo a shot.
Yep.
Yeah!
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Bring that too.
Dad can bring him in. His dad can bring him in here and win the game. Yep, he can win the game for us.
The Arlo's standing right in front of the camera. That helps.
Oh.
Come on, Arlo, hit the
This ought to be good.
There's Arlo.
He's feeling lucky.
That's what it says. He's got the shirt. Feeling lucky on it.
Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. 1 man on, all tied up. Couldn't get it in there.
Yep. So we go to the 10th.
Extra innings.
We're going to put a ghost runner up there?
No. And it's not the first team to score wins either.
Yep. Speaking of Major League Baseball, I see it was Mario Mendoza night tonight at the Pirate game. Everybody in the starting lineup is batting under 200.
I was going to say, he would lead their team, wouldn't he?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
And like I said, you're not going to get Tyrone to not score
Yep.
like that, not in the 10th inning.
Well, you can screw out the top of their lineup up, but
And you still want to take advantage
how
when
far
you
down
can.
are they going to be?
But you got to take advantage of those situations when you're the home team.
Yes.
And it's tied. You put it in there. You get the man on it, and it's not easy. Don't get me wrong. It's what you want to do. It's the position you want to be in.
Dougie?
This is Tyrone right here.
Yes, they are.
This is what they do.
This is what they do.
Get him out, Jimmy.
How long we said that? How long? You know what those guys hit? Get it up. I said, 1, 2, 1.
There you go.
Now, the league president is actively rooting for a team. I don't know if that's
Probably jinxing them at this point.
yeah. And we did come up with a new rule that you only can be on the board for 3 straight years now.
Yes.
So when do we leave?
Well, yeah. That was just for the president.
Ah, okay.
We can leave anytime
When
we
are we
like. Just no one else will do it. That's all.
Do it, yeah. When are we going to make that big announcement about the 15-foot line?
Don't encourage
Down the
anybody.
middle, huh?
No. The board has voted. We've already voted. The next year there will be a 15-foot line for a select group of people.
The members on the board.
That select group of people is members of the
Still
board.
wouldn't help me, I can tell you right now. Hack almost with the dagger.
They got 3.
Yeah.
So
Hickory
it is
Square.
10-7. Okay, Hickory Square needs a field goal to tie. You need a field goal to tie.
Two safeties to win.
You should have had a double. You already would have won.
I know.
Yep.
But they turned the magnet on.
You made 3 outs this game every time with somebody on. This is on you, Arlo.
I can't help the second game's like my jinx game.
That's okay. You still got a chance. Greg Hodge leading off.
And
He's right there. He is right there. Brad
concentrate.
Harrington
Focusing.
in the corner.
Wow. Wow. pick that wire.
That wasn't a
And
race.
I did too. Brad's 5th hit of the game. He is red hot. Maybe we can get Brian on cue here.
Quit biting your lip.
Dropped in a home run last time. Oh! Now Bruce.
One on, one out.
Yep.
2 more to tie.
Yeah, Bruce bites his lip.
Like
too.
uncle, like nephew here. They're rooting for it.
Oh, he couldn't get that wire on the other
Get it in
side.
there.
Close.
Yep, couldn't get that wire on the other side.
Good game, man.
And wide right. And the away team has won again.
Yep.
Final score 10-8.
And then it went off. Okay. Edwin Davis leading off. Oh, over the ball.
The big game. You got it.
What was that?
The end of the game.
Oh, we talked about it, yeah. Yeah, tied. Yeah, it was a good game.
We're gonna make baseball cards.
No. Nobody buy them. We have a request for big Dartball cards. I don't know about that. I don't know if that'd be a hot commodity or not. All right, now Arlo again. He had a chance to. Yeah, these guys. He hit. Stimmel hit. They just the Dartball lineup didn't. That was the whole thing in a nutshell. Boy, Arlo's fading fast there. Yeah, he had 16 doubles. Arlo and their best hitters. So, something, yeah. Who's up first, right? Marley's up first.
It's all turned up now.
Put it down.
Oh!
Well, you come up low. I'm not letting
No much hat, Arlie.
Couldn't see it up around here. Ow! I'm not like other people.
What that?
I'll see it. You can see it. One.
You got it.
We trust you, Jim. Two.
Last name's not Bloom. Inside joke for Dartball fans.
Yeah.
Boy, picking those wires in the foul. A lot of people watching online on the Facebook feed. And it's hard to keep them updated because it's way over there. But they're enjoying it. Good. I saw a couple people, relatives cheering them on.
No, really, that's good.
yeah.
That's good.
He runs, Jimmy?
All right. Second.
For you, he's trying to cheat. He tried to cheat.
Hey, Al, you have to go back short of the tree. Look, I'm talking to someone. Hey, you don't get 4 outs. You're short of the tree. Pay attention, Al.
All right, Greg Hodge leading off here. He's a third generation dartball player in this league.
Okay.
Yeah. When you talk about families, it just goes right down the list.
His son did play for a little while.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arlo. I know.
He was on the roster this year, but not even enough.
Still in school.
Yeah, he didn't even get 50.
Yep, still in school. Kristen was in band when my son was in band. Good kid.
Okay. Oh, you talking about? Greg said he's third generation. We have 4 generation of Rumballs.
Yes.
Because Arlie and Ron's dad played.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In there.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, Ralph is in the Hall of Fame
Okay.
also.
Come on,
So there's 4 generations of Hall of Famers there.
That's amazing. That is simply amazing.
Yep.
Don't pay attention to cousin
To
Harry.
play.
Don't
The
be biting the
Yoder
lip.
family had 4 generations, but not all. The youngest did not make the Hall of Fame.
Like that now? Yes, you can bat now, cousin Al.
Cousin Al.
I can tell you my family will not.
But you and your dad have had many years.
Yeah.
Same way with
Dad
me
was
and and we talked about Alan and his dad.
Yeah.
But they spent most of their seasons as not as teammates.
Correct.
I mean, the vast majority of time, not as teammates.
Take a
Me
picture
and
of
my
me
dad
now
played together from 1976 until 2018.
And my dad was an original. He was an original member of St. John's in 182.
Okay, and you guys are still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's back when you had
Middle of that tooth there.
13 to play. You had to already be 13 before the season started.
Yeah.
And I turned in October. So I had to skip that first year. But I went on Monday nights and watched and learned how to do the stats.
Oh yeah.
You can't deny
It was baseball and it was numbers.
And it was a different time. There wasn't as many distractions as a lot of kids have today.
Right.
They have a lot more options at this point.
I had scouts and I had dogs.
Yeah.
That was, and church, obviously.
Yeah.
Church.
Hey, Ben.
He missed the board.
Yes. So but again, speaking as 2 guys who have been playing it since they were basically kids.
Yeah.
Again, I was 13 going on 14 when I started. I didn't miss much for darts. I missed a lot for darts. I didn't miss darts much.
Right.
Till college. It was maybe 2 years.
Yeah. There's Mike Garlowich here.
Right, Carlo. What are you stopping for?
I think he was up in the pitches though.
He's just trying to be fair. Arlo trying to be fair here. Trying to not cheat. That's not in Jack's wheelhouse, not cheating.
Right. Or sitting there being quiet.
All right. Jack, a throwback to as we were talking about earlier, the louder days of dartball.
Were we? Well,
Louder days?
You look at him.
Yeah.
His dad played. His boys have played. And many uncles and cousins. Many uncles and cousins.
Yeah.
Now we're down to 1.
And he needs 247 hits to get the 5 pounds.
Who does?
He does.
Wow.
That'll take him a couple years. I thought I was the league statistician.
We're actually in the cinema.
Aaron Kaufman out there.
Arlo knows that. Doesn't even play with them.
Yeah.
They are related, I believe.
They are related somehow.
Yeah. You and Jack. Cousins, right?
Kissing cousins or something.
No. We don't even come from. He comes from a different monkey.
What?
He comes from a different monkey.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What do you mean? He's loud.
Ron Koshoff up here.
I'm just glad Arlo sat over here.
He should be over there. Him and Jack should be sitting beside each other, shouldn't they?
They're related.
You didn't hear about that.
Jack, if you take him over there, he's really interfering with the broadcast
Yes.
there.
Yeah, the peanut gallery keeps getting in. Uh-oh.
That's better.
Some people, eh? Is that our new profile picture on
Oh,
Facebook?
probably, yeah.
Okay.
Got a picture of Big John, God rest his soul, kissing Jack kissing Big John.
Nice.
So now I got Arlo and Jack. John, a long-time Tyrone guy, one of those competitive souls.
Oh my goodness.
He liked to win.
So we go to the fourth with no score. Everybody must be getting tired here.
No, we're imitating birds.
Like I said, you can win a game 15 to 10,
Right in there.
and then it just goes away.
You're shushing Arlo.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, yeah, he won't shush.
Published author, Arlo.
Man, what's that?
Published author.
YouTube video star.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. No. So we tease, but he's successful.
He has done more things than I have.
Keeps getting quiet for Greg.
Oh.
Oh! Made a move.
Gets a reprieve. Oh.
There you go. Hey, heck, you hit
We're playing for
around.
Dartball now. 0-0-0.
All these Hall of Famers.
Playing like rookies.
Get the score on Hack.
Hickory Sq with 2
Come on,
hits.
Hack.
Tyrone with
Through 4 innings. That's
It wasn't
considering the way these teams started.
Yeah. They have slowed down. Did the storms ever come? I never
They're
heard.
lying to you, Hack.
looked pretty
Tonight.
bad.
Yeah, it looked dark. I think we're going to get some rain later tonight. I don't think we're going to get the heart of those storms.
I had a fella tell me the other day he planted 160 bulbs of onions, and that rain we had 2 weeks ago washed it all into the creek.
It's brutal.
Yeah. You feel bad, you know?
The life of the farmer.
Duncan gets us
Just trying to get something started.
He's on. Have you ever seen Matt and Alan hit back to back and score 2 runs?
Quite a few times.
Quite a few times, yeah. So that's all it started. Maybe what it was trying to start there.
And with 2 outs. Once again, Alan Crawford
Yep. The man.
in a familiar position.
Strike 1, strike 2. This has to be strike 2. Oh, now here it is.
Yeah, can't give him that third
Just
card.
adjust it right in.
Oh, that yellow.
That's a perfect line. He wasn't lined up right.
That yellow strip is really beating Alan up tonight.
It sure is.
Can't believe this.
So we go to the 5th.
I would like that before the game. I had to walk past Alan, but I made him move. I didn't touch him. I didn't want to jinx him.
Right.
I didn't want to give him my lucky card. So this is not my fault.
Yep. Hey, Brad Harrington. Brad's low here. That's not him. Oh, got it up there. He just didn't get in there. He's 0 for 2 this game after 5 hits last game. Brian might have it figured back out here after he had a little yip there, but he might have it figured out. He has the only hit. He has the only hit. Bruce
Don't bite your lip, Bruce.
Bruce can bring him in here. Yeah.
Snuck one in. And there goes the shutout.
Who they think?
But of course, again, Tyrone has the home field advantage.
It hasn't helped yet, though.
Nope.
It hasn't helped yet. The visiting team has won the first 2.
Don't worry, we can cut that out of the video.
Yeah, we'll bleep that out.
That wasn't in the budget.
Glenn's the wizard.
It's in there.
That's in there.
Strike 1.
Yeah, man. What a close one there. Oh,
Check that second one.
man.
What do you mean check the second one? Dead middle of the first one.
Yeah, check the first one. Yeah.
And when you were on the other side.
Yeah, they broke the ice there. They got to run.
Sarcasm kind of lost on this group.
Yeah.
I got it.
Thank you, Aaron.
Well, don't worry. We broke the ice.
I'm not worried at all, Arlo. I didn't bet on either of these two teams. I don't know what the over-under was anyway.
I have no idea.
You got it, Jared.
Jared pulled off this game too.
After a hot second game. Like we say,
Run ball here, all 87 years of it. Look at that.
hitting's contagious. If they start putting something together, it'll roll like we saw last game.
He's up there. Ooh. Them umpires aren't giving anything tonight. You gotta hit it in the middle or you ain't getting it.
Looking around the room, I'm guessing Aaron's probably the youngest guy in the room right now.
Him or Jared, I'm not, but it's probably him.
Yeah.
Jim and Arlo.
Oh my God, the Pirates actually have a lead today.
Well, it's early. So their closer isn't in
Bottom of the
yet.
eighth. Yeah.
The bull has
Bottom of the eighth. Jim Stimmel leading off here.
We played down here that time, it was 3-2. You guys.
He's in there.
second hit.
He's in there.
Oh, it was his dad that had the hit. I'm sorry. That was his first hit of the night.
Come on, Derek.
Skeens went 6 innings. Gave up 1 earned run.
Wow.
Jack, carry one.
Right at the top of the double. He's in there. Brings his boy in.
Same way, Arlo.
Same way, Arlo, right?
Just like your dad brings you in.
Yeah. Occasionally.
Shushing him.
We make it work out.
Yeah.
This is an out.
Come on, you got it.
Boy, they like to get on Arlo, I tell you.
You gotta get it up, Arlo. Not that high.
Foul
Now
ball.
you gotta drop it.
Ooh, wow.
Good start, Arlo.
Start out great, come sucking.
Maybe Greg will pick him up.
Good.
Greg Hodge.
You're playing Tyrone. You never hit against Tyrone, do you?
Rebuilds cars on the side. Maybe he can rebuild a double here.
I don't remember when.
There he's in there.
In the middle of the double.
No. And here's Brad, trying to get hot again. Ooh, just under.
If you don't believe me,
That's the way the Dartball gods are.
Brad's worked 37 years at West Penn.
Just concentrate.
He's been there. Well, he's worked.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the boss says about that, but yeah. Brian Kiefer.
Gotta get it up.
Brian played football.
You gotta get it up. Quit biting your lip.
Oh, just a little bit.
Like this.
Better in it then. Did you hear that, Clint?
I didn't hear anything.
You better.
I heard it. I've heard worse.
Oh, yeah.
I heard worse last year. Between games.
Who was that?
Huh?
Who was you playing?
No, the championships last year.
Oh. Yeah, during games. Two people weren't even.
It was between the games. Yeah.
Between people that weren't even playing. What did I miss here? Ron must have.
Yeah, you're right.
Ron got it. Red one marks up now.
That is a double.
Down the middle, Hack. Come on.
Oh.
19 and a half feet.
Yep.
Down the middle, Arlo. Down the middle.
You got it down the middle. It's a little high.
He can't hear anyway.
We can do
That
it.
could be a problem. Right?
Yes. Well, that's what happens.
Yep. Sloppy little single.
You never know.
It's 2 outs. Though.
One,
He's going for the double.
two.
Surprised he wouldn't go for the single.
Yeah, he changed
No,
up.
he's going for the single to get one. Still pitching.
Too many darts.
And here comes the run.
Oh!
Oh,
I said you just never know sometimes.
I thought that was going to be a big inning for them. I really did. I really thought it was.
Yeah, it was set up that way.
Matt doubles, Allen doubles. Boom. All of a sudden you got 5 on the floor. Yep.
Take your time.
And Bruce leads off here. Tauber leads 7th. Ooh, wow. 3-0 in
Got a
this
free
game.
one there.
Oh, way over adjust. Way over adjust. Way over. And Mike Garlowitz here, newest member of the Hall of Fame. Oh. Takes 1,000 hits to get into our Hall of Fame.
It's a lot of seasons.
For a lot of times, it's a lot of seasons. But everyone with a dinger.
Oh, 2 outs.
But you know, if you come and play for 20 years, 50 hits a year,
That's all it takes.
you can't take it away from you. That's why it's there. That's why it's there.
Yep. No one has to vote on it.
No.
We don't have.
I know a lot of people wouldn't be in it if we had to vote.
What's that?
A lot of people wouldn't be in it if we had to vote.
Well, the thing is, who gets to vote?
Right. Yeah.
Easily come back. We know what you got.
Just the people in the Hall of Fame. have to vote.
Come back.
We could play like Survivor and vote somebody off every year.
No, you could do that. You could do that.
Tell them they're going to start over. No, that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair.
One.
Yep, here comes Matt.
Middle left two.
His wife is Natalie. And Matt got him ahead. We mentioned Natalie and he
That's the beauty, the continuity of this league, is that we've basically been throwing at the same board for 70 years.
Yep.
Adjusted how far back you had to throw, which adjusted the way we do the stats and the records. But if you got 3,000 hits, you got 3,000 hits on this board.
Yes.
Hey, Jared, come on.
And Jared breaks the ice for them.
Let's go, Doc. Middle left two. Down the middle.
I've seen these next guys hit.
Down
I've
the
seen
middle.
this guy hit many times.
Hey,
Another one.
come on, Aaron. Come on, Aaron.
At the lead in half right there.
Right there, yep. Here they come there, Arlo.
I know.
And
If you was hitting again.
Harry's been known
That
to,
double at the end.
Harry's been known to put one right in the Harry.
Yep, yep. I've seen him do that too. Double play once in a while.
Yeah. Oh,
Out.
Yeah, boy, Jim.
Looks
two.
right.
I was trying to be fair. I wanted them to see that one too. I can see it from there.
No, I thought that was it.
Yeah, it looked like on the
thought
wrong
that was
side.
3 outs.
Yeah, it's only 2.
Out.
That's 3 outs.
Who's that?
Yeah, they get 3. 4-3, top of the 8th. Hickory Sq
All
back.
pretty much close games.
Yeah, they've been pretty good.
Now, you want them to be competitive.
Yep.
They don't. They'd rather have blowouts, but
Right.
Come on, Jim. Come on, Dad.
oh, he had it dead on. Low.
Nice and easy. Get your head.
Arlo taking the brunt of the
That's 2 outs.
harassment from the crowd.
He is, yeah. He's really slowed down this game too.
He's out. He's out. Oh, I know. I can try.
Stein getting wire shots this game.
I'm trying to make him believe I was 50% blind down there now.
Alrighty. Oh, Greg with a red.
3 darts.
Oh, that's
3 outs.
not the way to respond to a 3-run lead.
Yep. 3 darts, 3 outs.
Yep.
Draw, Mark.
Well, obviously, I mean, if I was at a fraction.
Get a slow mark.
On the 8th, 4-3, Hickory Square.
Now's the time, Hack, down the middle.
He struggled tonight, but he's had
Down the middle, Hack.
big hits the last 2 times.
Come on, there you go. Down the middle.
Hack can kill it.
Hey, Hack's about due. Oh,
I don't know.
about due, yeah.
I knew that.
Again,
So
you
do we.
can throw the dart and reach the board, you can get a hit.
And it's got to go somewhere. Yep, it's got to go somewhere.
First one looked good.
Or the
All tied up now.
and he just delivered there.
What, done the same thing?
This could get. Oh my goodness,
One back.
Now that was unexpected.
that was unexpected. I was going to say things could get ugly here.
Same thing, man.
Still could with 2 outs.
Good, yeah.
That was an unusual for
These guys
Duncan.
He doesn't trust Allen. He's going to hit the home run.
Come on, man. Middle that too, man.
Focused. One run. All tied up, heading to the 9th.
We go to the 9th, 4-4.
Just like they never played them. Here we go again.
You said that last game.
Huh?
All right, Brad Harrington.
We'll take all of Bob Euchre's jokes now.
Yeah,
He
you
can't
got-
sue me.
Just a bit outside.
On you.
And Brad, red one for Brad. Wow.
Hickory Square's thrown 4 darts and had 4 straight outs.
Yep.
And 5 darts and finally get a hit.
Brian's the one that's figured it out this
He
game.
is
with his
carrying
third
him this
hit.
game.
Don't bite your lip.
Need some support behind
Need
him.
Bruce to
Turn it back
do
on
something
here.
here.
Almost a double play.
Almost.
Hey, Mike, you're not playing at the Elks now. Watch what you say.
Mike, after 2 straight OBs, comes through with a big hit there. Big hit.
Square back in the lead.
Edwin Davis with a home run last time. Has he gotten it turned around here?
Come on, Edwin.
Got 2 strikes. Oh, but they got 1.
And here they come.
Let's go out.
But they're right where they want to be.
Absolutely.
Alan Crawford leading off. And he's over 3 this game, so I would put money on this one.
It would be a very rare sight
Yeah.
Get started now.
in any game, let alone in a playoff game,
Yeah.
in the bottom of the 9th.
Middle that too.
Yep.
Ohio wrote right
Almost
there.
had it.
Is he
That's
toying
on
with
that.
us?
3rd time's the charm.
He's toying. I think he's
4th time.
toying with us. Oh, mama.
Did not expect that.
Did not expect that.
You got to take advantage of nights like that. But that doesn't mean Jared's going to hit a home run and tie it all up right there.
Good, yeah. Very good. He had a big hit last time.
Yep.
We don't need
Got
extra.
him started. Oh, right there. You were almost right. Oh!
Because he's got 2 solid hitters coming up behind him. Getting on base would have been good enough.
Now here's the guy.
You're not going to shake this guy.
No.
Oh, no.
Playing for 63 years.
Yeah, he's heard it all. He's seen it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's tough.
Wow.
Wow.
I figured that was going to be down the middle.
You stole one.
That's it.
And that's one of those games.
Darn, if I would have had that double that one time.
And the
We could be
away,
going home.
and the away team wins again.
Yep. Wow.
American Idol last night, they had half of the time. They were happy.
Well, you're going to have to if you want to win. That's the kind of confidence you need, Aaron.
If you let us win this game, we'll give you the 5th game.
Aaron Kaufman leading off game 4. Hickory Square up 2 games to 1 in this best of 5. Again, this game, Hickory Square will be the home team. Again, it hasn't mattered tonight as the away team has won all 3 games so far. It just goes to show you, nothing really matters. You get up there and you throw the dart.
Yep, we're on Cawshaw here.
I always said if it was easy, everybody would do it.
See, he's not batting out of line.
What was Harry? Cousin Harry.
Aaron jumped up here and fat it. I thought I had to write everything. Oh, Eric's coming. He said,
I don't think Harry planned on playing 4 games.
It was after midnight before I got to sleep last week. It was after midnight before I got to sleep last week. Wound up.
2.
Damn, Harry's worked 30 years at US Steel. Still pitching in.
How many years has Harry played? He's has to have been in the league.
Long time. I don't have that stat in front of me.
Been here as long as I have,
There's a lot of
obviously,
guys,
so
yeah.
40 plus years.
He's played
Nice
more than
bat.
me, and I'm at 49.
Yeah, so well over 50.
Yeah.
start off.
This room shows a lot of nothing better to do than on Monday.
A lot of age. Again, when I started, I was 13. I didn't think I'd be sitting here at 55 calling a championship.
I never. That was not even something on the agenda.
No.
But enjoyed every minute of it.
Sure, absolutely. If we didn't, we wouldn't be there.
I love playing with the stats and looking at the numbers and moving people up on the list.
And like anything, there are weeks when you think, yes, you should have stayed home.
Yeah, well, there is that.
And then there's weeks when you get lucky and have a good week. And then there's weeks like this where you just get to sit here and BS and enjoy it. Yeah, BS and enjoy it a little bit,
Jim and Orlo.
That one made the last out, last time.
Yeah.
Jim.
And we talked about doing these broadcasts for years before we finally started a few years back.
Yeah, it's always been fun. I'd like to talk a little louder. I don't want to throw anybody else off, but it's because it wouldn't be fair. But maybe we should have a booth.
Well, that's the problem with being in a smaller place like tonight. Right. Good time to hit it.
Junior didn't get a hit.
Yeah, good time to hit it with nobody on.
Oh!
Was drilled a home run.
And everybody's favorite.
Oh, just missed it.
Why did you hit like that last week? Holy moly!
Must be a misprint. The other team leave the field.
I think the other team walked off the field, yes.
Pirates winning 10 to 3?
10-3.
The other team
quit.
just left.
The other team quit. What in God's name happened? They scored 5 in the bottom of the 8th. Hayes must have hit a home run. Yep.
The blind squirrels are eating good tonight in Pittsburgh.
Hayes, Reynolds, and Valdez.
Yes, it is.
That's RBIs. No home runs.
Yeah.
No home runs. Cruz has the only extra base hit.
Yeah.
They all
They're playing small ball.
yeah, just kept hitting. Wow.
I'm the only one doing
Sure.
He's on the ball late.
Oh, Morley.
He's due for one of those.
That feels better.
He is due for one of those. You're not going to get him out twice in a row, 3 times in a row.
Yep, that could start him. Well, of course, we've been saying that all night.
2 outs.
Middle of 2.
No one.
Wow.
And again. A lot of men left on base tonight, both teams.
Yep.
I had a shirt that said LB on it one time. Leroy Sherman said stands for left on base.
Left on base.
And I said it stands for Leroy's boy.
Oh. All right. Okay, Eric. Greg Hodge leading off here.
He's having a decent night tonight.
Yeah, he's having a decent night. He missed last week.
Keeps getting quiet for him.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Oh, Brad.
Just about to say, he almost get the feeling one of these teams are going to start getting hot here.
Yeah.
This game. Two down games.
Same spot. It looks like everybody's getting tired to me.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's dropping their arms a little bit more.
One dart in the head, yeah.
Bring your own
One dart in the
A
head.
lot of at bats.
I mean, you don't hate this.
Don't bite your lip.
This might be the youngest guy.
That's true.
I think.
Yeah, that would. You're probably
Bruce
right.
is the
Yeah.
youngest guy.
Same way.
I always wanted to do a census. And I get an idea of teams, how ages and how long they play. Just get a feel for it. I guess.
Well, I can tell you how long everybody's played.
Yeah. Like on our team, we have one player who's 15, and my dad's 80.
Yeah, well,
It's an interesting meme there.
we've got Nick who's 14 and Jim who is 87.
There you go.
There you go.
And Jonathan's played 1.5 years, and Dad's played 44.
Yeah.
43, I guess it was. For accuracy.
All right, Alan Crawford, who does not lead off very often.
No?
Here it is twice in a row.
He runs all over the place. Keep coming.
Wow, he better back up.
We'll take darts from somebody else.
Jared touched him. He didn't want to touch either one.
He's going to pick his own.
This big. That's all you gotta do is hit this big.
You
Jack.
can't.
Jack, let's leave your doctors out of this.
Is he talking about his prostate? Jack was talking about his prostate.
Yeah.
That one over there.
I know what you need. You need a pitching coach now.
Go ahead, Jared.
You know.
You got it.
Again, Alan had too many darts.
Uh-oh, they're coming back.
He had 5.
Come on, Ron.
Nah, you're not going to get him in 5. No matter how many outs are made in a row or how many hits, you can't give him 5 darts. He will adjust.
Yep.
Same with Doc.
Yeah, that's why.
Hey,
Alan's only second all time in hits, but he's closing in.
Quickly. Well, that's because the guy in front of him is still playing too.
Right.
The guy behind him is still playing.
But he gets 100 more than Dale does every year.
True. But in the top 5, 4 of those guys are still playing.
Yeah. Yes.
And 2 are here tonight.
Right. I can. Well, and I'm here too.
Yeah, but I mean in the top 5. In the top 5, yeah.
I could get 1,000 hits and not move up. Right. Because the guys in front of me.
Exactly. Some of these guys are played for so long.
What did Aaron do? Aaron, did you get out?
Oh, you see this.
come on, Ron.
For Eric?
Out. You want 4.
Nope. 2 runs ties it up. 2 runs ties it up.
Again, these have been very competitive games, close games. The longer we get into the night, the tighter everybody's going to start getting again.
One of our league leaders this year, we give away 8 certificates for leading the league. Alan was average, hits, doubles, RBIs, just like he always
Just like
is.
he always is. Saves the league a little bit in paper.
Yeah, and the guy who bats in front of Alan leads in runs.
Right.
So and Arlo always leads in singles.
Yeah.
So the other 2 triples and home runs. We have 2 new leaders this year.
That's fantastic.
And I'm not going to tell you who they are,
That's
so
fine.
that you come to the banquet to find out.
That's fine. I know it wasn't me.
Although it's
so-
on the paper right there.
I know it wasn't me. So.
I'm not going to announce it.
1.
Same way, huh?
And Arlo finally comes through.
I know I have
After I think 7 straight outs, Arlo comes through.
Nope. Let me guess, there was nobody on.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And he lost the second game for him.
Yep. If he'd got a hit there, we could all have been home by now.
Yep. Before the rain started.
But Duncan turned on the magnet.
Yep, if Arlo would have hit, we'd have been home by now.
Or we could have just stayed home.
We could have stayed there to start with. Yeah.
If the dog wouldn't have stopped to take it, Duncan, you would have caught the rabbit.
Whatever, yep. Ifs and buts for candy and nuts, every day would be Christmas, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, and Mark will lead off here.
Hello, Bob.
Do I have to take a drink?
Nah.
You understand that, right?
I did get the reference. I am old enough to get the reference.
There he is. He shoots and scores.
He wants that phone to ring every time now.
Oh! In reference to the late great Dan Powers, he shoots and scores.
Hack looking to go back to back.
Yep.
You got it, Hack.
Look out.
That's a dewdrop there.
Down the middle, Hack.
And still throwing. Still throwing.
Can't give Hack $5.
No.
Just like Alex.
Something's going to fall in.
Yep.
I remember the time when he had a home run.
Yep. He keeps them on the board. There's always a chance.
Oh!
And he didn't keep it on the board. I spoke too soon.
Should be 30 dollars if we didn't hit those 2 bags, the first bag.
Oh my. Mark really shook these guys up there. He hits a home run, and next guy go big.
We're backing up to 25 feet, 30 feet.
The first dartboard was made in 1923.
Ever?
By who?
I don't know. And the first team. Valley in 1923.
No, it wasn't. It was in Wisconsin.
That's all big. I don't know what opinion.
There's a lot of dartball around the league, around the country before it came to Pennsylvania.
There it is. Hey, Alan, I thought you figured it out now, buddy. Yeah. Fun, Garrett. He needs a pitching coach. That's all he needs. You got it. Good, Garrett.
Did you say a fizzy coach? Oh.
Pitching coach.
What kind of phone is that?
I don't know, but they're not answering it.
I showed Alan that picture you sent me of him and Jack.
Yeah.
In the 1 year book. I showed it to him and he goes, yep, he's been a thorn in my side for a long time. Did they get 4?
I believe so, yeah.
So 6-2.
And again, the
Tyrone has put the gauntlet down.
again the away team.
Yep, away team of the league.
Kind of long and a nice clip though.
Brad was just in that red.
Pulled right back off.
Just one dart red, man. Man, you're ready. Can't even get to adjust.
Don't drop it.
Get in there.
You drop it.
Now check the camera.
Okay.
Now don't bite your tongue.
Bruce,
You've been sticking your
sauce.
tongue.
Oh, he hits a red one. Not the way you want to respond to a 4-run inning there.
Aaron's up.
Oh, man. Aaron's up first. Aaron, Harry, and Ron. Tyrone here. Right in the middle.
Good for wire.
That's it.
Well, for the wire runners.
see all the girls on
What am I going to say about Ron here? Pennsylvania Water Company for Ron. He has a boy and girl and 4 grandkids. Ooh, yellow one for Mark. They're trying to wait on Hickory Sq here. Mike, Edwin, and Jim and Jim. 6-2, bottom of 5. Mike Garlowitz up. He has been a policeman. Wow, 34 years. Ooh. Didn't book him there. Edwin, like I said, he's heading for his. Nope, he's still pitching. Going on his 50th anniversary cruise here. That's a splitter.
Yeah, put the first chip in the new board.
Throw a fastball, Jim. Come on, let it rip. Fastball. That's it. That's a fastball.
Pray to everyone to have a better year.
That game 2 loss has grown bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yep. They could have swept them instead.
I don't want Facebook to know.
Facebook. I'm
not going to put that on. I'm not going to put that only on our. He had the best chance at the bottom of the 9th, but because another run anywhere during the game,
Anywhere
would have done it. But it just now it's starting to,
multiply.
right.
Snowball.
This game's not over yet. We're only halfway through.
Way to go, yeah.
Only halfway through. But like we said, you got to take advantage of the situations you get. When you're playing a team like Tyrone, leads the league every year.
Anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah. Now, my point is, Tyrone, like you said, top hitter every year, RBIs, runs, average.
Yeah.
Usually win their division. I think last year was the first year out of however many that they didn't win their division. That was by like a game.
Yeah.
So you want to take advantage of everything you can. And Hickory Sq coming in as a 6th seed, you're going to catch those breaks.
And they've gotten them. They caught 2 teams that were off. And right now they have a lead on the number 1 seed.
But they trail in this game.
Right. But this could start it here. Jim's big double there could get it started here.
Will you throw the dart?
Arlen was man possessed last week. He was possessed, man. 16 doubles last week. But not there.
That's okay, Arlo. Come on, Greg.
Second out, Greg?
And Greg Hall, no?
None of that, Greg.
Oh, I forget what it was. He said
Something in the valley or something.
yeah. Don't drop it. It's supposed to be good for tea and stuff. Don't drop it.
Can you ask me, John? I don't know.
Brad needs to get hot here. He needs to get warm. He threw that one. If we get Brian to bring him in here, he'll be back in the game. You threw that one. You didn't lob it. Did you feel it?
Yeah, come on.
And Brian brings him in.
Now that lead gets cut to 2.
That lead is cut. That lead is cut. That lead is cut.
Call it
Henry's foot.
Well, you have
Two on the floor. Okay, Matt.
6-4, going to 7.
Let's go, man.
Still anybody's game. Still anybody's game.
Hickory Sq just wants to make sure they can keep it close. Get that last at bat. Tyrone wants to put them away.
This could be where to do it.
Yeah, I know my little square. Good head, man. What? You got it now. What do?
Uh-oh. You're locked in the bathroom. Why's your hair all messed up?
Wow! Holy cow! I haven't seen anything like that.
Come on, Jared.
I was just barely hanging in there too.
Pull it out. Could have bounced out. Bounced out just as easy. Yeah.
That was a tag.
That one might be in there.
Way beat, Jared. One on.
Man, if Darwin fell out, you would have a second chance.
Yeah, I would have.
What it did, landed right up above, just leaned on it.
Yeah. Oh!
That's just under.
Come on, Aaron.
One was just over. One was just under.
No, Darwin, come on. Come on.
Yeah. Way beat.
And they got their lead back up to 4.
That's the way it's stuck, it's just barely falling. Yeah. It's a little bone or something would have made it fall out.
That make you feel better, Alan? I tell you what I always tell Dale when we play him. I always say when he makes an out. You don't get the 20,000 hits by making them all. You know, you got to have a little bit of something's got to go wrong.
Tyrone's got it rolling again. They got it rolling again.
Get that lead up to 5 now. And on the bottom of the 7th.
9-4, going to the bottom of 7.
I feel like it's going to be a 5 game.
About time for them
A lot of
to
you guys start playing.
tumble out of bed and head into the kitchen.
I'm playing away.
It's 9-4, not 9-5.
9-4, I'm sorry.
You said that. That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was making a Dolly Parton joke.
Oh, okay.
Never do that again in front of me, Arlo. Still throwing.
I gotta get another door.
Balance. Mike needs some balance.
It's like tightrope walking.
You got 2 darts.
That one was heavy.
I think you guys were that smart down here.
We're smart enough to get you out.
And Edwin Davis. You know, Edwin is driven for Hilltop Labs for 30 years. He has 3 million accident-free miles.
Wow.
Nobody gets
3
that.
million.
Nobody
3 million.
Come on, give me the kiss and make up.
No one does that either.
Nobody gets mad at that.
None of that, Jim.
Nobody kisses them either.
Yeah. You're right there.
Ooh, close, but no cigar.
They have cooled off.
Go, Mark.
Mark leading off.
Get a speaker for the background.
Yes. Jim Jaquiller, funeral director. Going to tell us all about pre-planning. Because everything I see when I look out into the crowd, and everything I see when I look in the mirror is getting older.
So we've had funeral planner, someone talking about the 150th or 250th
And a coroner.
and the coroner in the last 3 years. I'm seeing a trend.
I actually reached out to a professional baseball player this year.
Really?
Who turned me down. And then after I lined Jim up, called him back and asked if he could do it.
Really?
And I said, nah, these guys don't
That's 3
deserve it.
outs.
Jack got out too. Yeah, I asked this guy to do it because he holds a professional baseball record that'll never be broken.
All right.
A 9-inning no-hitter and 27 strikeouts.
Really?
Yeah, Ron Netchild from McKeesburg did it in an A-ball game down in Bristol, Tennessee.
That is amazing. You got it. It's simply amazing.
He's in his 90s. He played on the 52 Pirates.
Really?
Yeah.
In his 90s. He's from around here?
McKeesburg.
No, you're not. Go get a donut over there.
No, that's making me worse.
Get some milk.
At first, like I said, he turned us down.
You need some more sugar. Arlo, get milk.
There's always next year.
I hope.
Did you get a good picture of me and Dad over there?
Yes. His name's Jack.
I should have tried to give him a kiss.
You said Dan.
Arlo,
You said
no
Dad.
such thing.
Oh, Dad.
A good
Oh,
picture
Dad.
of you and Jack.
I got to defer to Harry on that one.
Yeah,
That's it.
I can't disagree there.
Thought for sure that second one was in there.
No, I should have went
It's okay, man.
a Jack and just.
Go, Matt.
Yes, you should have. You should have stayed over there too.
One.
Get me
Good hit, Matt.
You're good 5 runs ahead. You don't need it, Alan.
One.
What are you talking about?
Right there.
What's wrong with you tonight?
You started talking about that square, and he was thinking of your head.
One. It is a big square. Two.
Not as big.
What, he did it like his last
Now be nice, Arlo.
There you go. You're all sitting here.
We're here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 9, 9-4. You guys
Need
need
a big
to get red
rally
hot.
at Hickory Square. We're going 5 games.
5 games.
Don't know
You
that.
still got to get hot then.
Very disappointed in you, Alan.
Tyrone won.
What do you think? How do you think I am? I'm disappointed in you.
Disappointed in your hero.
I can't believe it. But I wrote it for me like
Well, boy, they at least get a certificate. Poor Brad, man.
Just not getting the
He's
wire
just not
shots
getting the
now.
drops like he had them last week.
Yeah, 2 out. They need some 2-out lightning, or we're going to game 5.
One more game, guys.
His elbow. And we go to game 5. That one ends 9-4.
You know, right?
Wake up!
And not for nothing, the away team has still won every game.
Restart this one. So, who's up on our team? Hey, fellas, we're home team. The whole team hasn't won tonight yet, so let's go.
Is that crazy?
You gonna get a home run?
You're not going to?
Good Lord. I've seen worse. If you get a picture of Jack, he's gonna be on my face. Come on, 4:30 comes over the back.
You know, some guys sit on Jack's house. 4:30 confirmed. Let's get this started.
I think we're right, but I don't know who won. I don't know if it's me or somebody for me. I'm waiting for them to decide on who to get serious.
one will screw things up. I'll guarantee you that. His friends were making billions on this.
Who's up?
Then they're gonna have a tax break.
Bruce, who's up?
That's what it's all about. You let them know.
Come on, Mike. Come on,
Yeah. Okay, game 5. Here it is. It all comes down to this.
Hey, our whole team hasn't won yet.
I know. You never know.
My midnight snack. We're going to be here till 11 o'clock. Thank Tyrone for bringing donuts tonight.
Oldest son is 50 years old son.
Wow. UP always used to have donuts.
His son, Sonny, about to born, he died of cancer also.
That's not a way to start that.
No.
Rock and roll! Yeah, it would be nice.
Rock and roll.
Come on, Doc, rock and roll, right now.
Albie Crawford, that's who I was trying to think of. I think he's the one that always brought the donuts at UP.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on.
And then hit a bunch of home runs.
Yeah. Yeah, and then kill us.
Oliver, yeah, all-time home run leader.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Got 3 guys over 1,000 home runs last time.
It ain't easy.
Jim Crofton, after he's next.
Only needs 34 more.
So Aaron got a hit. Did Ron lead off?
Oh, you got the idea, Harry. Go to that double play.
Yeah, because there's an out.
One run.
Ron Crawford with a double. Not looking good.
Now's the time, Mac. Down the middle.
Tyrone takes a 2-0 lead.
What do you want to do, Doc? Get him where. Doc over there.
Good throw, Hack.
There's you.
Coming, Hack.
Went over 500 this year. There's your dad. He just needs to throw for it. Because there's no father-sons over 500 home run. No
Yeah, I told him
father-sons
that.
over 400. Just Jim Stimmer leads off with a double when they need it.
Dad had 13 or so this year, 14.
Hey, he just throw for it. You just throw for it every time. What's he got to lose?
He does sometimes.
Come on. You need a donor, Harlow. You need sugar. Come on, Harlow, get some sugar.
But I mean, he's done for it more than I have.
No, you need some sugar.
I'll just sit more.
Rather be lucky than good some days, eh?
You need to get Harlow one.
Greg Hodge here.
Sitting right next to him.
Trying to get back in this game.
Come on, Greg.
When you're left-handed and not very good and you're throwing for a single, sometimes they slide
They
over.
slide over. Ooh, great
Nice batter.
Nice batter. It's not in. Ooh, that's strike one.
Brad's not catching the wires this game.
Hey, that one's in there.
Have that one in the corner.
Put that in the corner. Brad's going down fighting.
Yeah.
Put it right in the corner there.
Corner.
Bradley.
If I get the middle.
That's right. Play a little dangerous.
The 2-run homer might have been sweeter.
I'll bet it would have been. And Brian wouldn't have got an RBI. So
Take your time, Bruce.
In there.
That's in there.
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
Well, like Uncle Brad said, why hit it in the middle?
That's right. They all count as long as they're inside the wire.
Right.
Ain't showing up.
Good hit. Good job, man.
They get Edwin hitting.
You still mad at Hack, really?
That's it, Edwin.
Oh,
Nice try, Edwin.
Nice batter.
Okay, 4 runs there. Big inning for Hickory Square.
That's not
Big
enough.
inning for Hickory Square. And Arlo Rumball leads off.
We need at least 2 dozen runs ahead.
We're both stats guys.
Yeah.
Talking about home runs. St. John's first year in the league, we had a player who hit 30 home runs. That was the record for ever 25 years, 30 years. So one year I got tired of looking at it and threw for home runs and hit 50 some just to do it, just because I got tired of looking at it every year when I did the stats. Yeah. And after he hit that 30, no one hit more than 24. Every other year, no one hit more than 24. Just the way things fell for us. And of course, the record from 25 feet was what? For home runs?
75.
And who hit that?
I did.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. The year I hit 50 some, I didn't even lead the league.
Was that the same year I did?
No.
People think of me that, and I think it's stand closer. No, that's just, I saw it.
Who led the league the year you did?
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember who it was.
Remember what year it was? Because I got that list there.
If I had my phone in front of me, I could tell you, but I don't.
Somewhere, maybe, yeah. Oh boy. Ooh, that was almost in the corner.
Keep throwing.
Almost had it.
Gotta find home runs there.
Keep throwing. Let's go out middle left.
You had to practice them up.
I think I feel better about stuff we did when we were kids.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Lots of plants across the floor.
I'm gonna drop it.
But that's why they made laws.
Out.
If you're gonna get him out, it's gonna be nailed.
Go, Sheriff. You run. Aaron.
I know what you brought, man.
An hour.
One of those years.
Like I said, I may not have hit as many as I thought I did because his leaders were only in the 40s, so it could have been around there where I hit 40. Where I hit over 40 and someone else hit more than me.
Who's that? Jim and Arlo.
3 years after you hit 75, Jeff Johnson hit 65.
He thought it was gonna be easy to break it.
Yeah.
It ain't.
It's not easy, no.
Well, it'd be a whole lot easier from 60, from
20 feet, yeah.
And what's his name had, Marcus Evans had 60 some last year.
Last year when he was throwing for him.
Yeah.
Still didn't break 75 though.
No.
Come on, Dad.
I was younger then.
Weren't we all?
And a good hitter.
Weren't we all?
2. Come on, Dad.
On another personal note, I have over 700 singles. That's what I threw for most early on. 500 home runs. I have one certificate from the league, one plaque.
From all of that. Wow.
For triples.
Arlo is off. He's thinking. He could not miss.
I hate to say this, but I think he's thinking. Arlo's better off if he doesn't think when he throws.
Well, aren't we all?
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Let's get up there and throw the dart.
Up there? Yeah, throw it.
You talking about work? He worked at pizza. One day. I just said he worked at pizza.
You're a rat catcher?
I'm sorry, Greg.
You're a rat catcher?
Well, they definitely have a lot of rats down there. I've seen them. I can hear them squeaking too in the old feed store.
The good old days.
Yeah, I saw the Battle of Armageddon take place there. The meat wagon went through the store. The customers pounced on it.
Really?
A woman had her arm broken on there.
Yeah,
You should write a book.
the way they used to battle for the meat, the potatoes.
See, double into the full court in the one section.
Yeah.
One-run game here, bottom of the third.
Bottom of three. Bottom of three. Yeah.
Aaron's not going to give up.
He is not giving up.
And Harry's not the average that he used to be when he was younger, but he's still dangerous.
Oh, anybody is. Ron had a big hit last time.
Another one now to tie it up. Neither one of these teams want to give up.
Yeah. Ron hasn't hit all night, but he's got 2 in the 5th game. That's all it takes. All it takes. And Mark had a big hit last time too.
Marcus focused. See it? Second home run of the night.
Up in that deuce, Spark.
That's a big hit there. Whoops.
Come on.
Look at him.
That's it now.
Come on, Hack.
Get a shot.
Good darts, Hack.
Give him 3.
Now all of a sudden they're up by
They've
2.
scored every inning.
6-4 going into the top of the 4th.
Yep, going to the 4th, 6-4. Okay, Brad needs to start it off for him. We're going to come back here.
Kill early.
And there he is.
Let him be himself.
Brian Kiefer here. Ooh, nice little slip. Hope he puts him between. Foul ball.
Got it dropping. I tried to help him. I thought he was dropping.
Bruce Foster. Can he bring his uncle in? It looks like he did.
He did.
That's in there.
One on Mike, same way.
Leads up to 1.
That's it, Mike.
1 out. 2 outs.
Come on, that way.
They need Edmund to hit.
Yeah, you got to have these guys bring a run in. The only guys on right now.
No
Just missed. Got the lead to 1. But again, Tyrone has the home field advantage this game.
Now, did you play?
So now it's up to
You're out there. I think that team there is messed up.
the UP. Oh yeah, when they had Tom and everyone else. Oh, absolutely.
What was that?
Albie and Abe and Tom and Clarence and there's UP teams.
All the Camlins?
Oh yeah,
3 Camlins?
Oh,
I think it's a
Dick Anderson?
but how many did they win?
All these in here?
Oh, the divisional.
Yeah, a couple.
Couple in the playoffs. We're probably a little more competitive back in those days too. You know, just because that was a really good team.
Abe hit 9 home runs against us one day.
Easy to believe. We still talk we go to UP about the Clarence's squeak. He'd slide into that line.
Yeah.
And it would squeak right there every time he slid.
Like he was bowling.
Yep. He would hit that triple.
He was probably wearing bowling shoes.
And hit that triple. A lot of greats in this league.
And then there's Joe.
There were stickers with Henry and Clarence. They didn't know what they was going to hit, but they hit.
But they were going to hit, right? Yeah.
They're still Hall of Famers.
If they batted 250, they still probably scored 50, 60 runs a season.
Right.
Clarence might hit a single home run, triple.
Yeah.
This power goes out, I'm not sure what to do.
Come on, Doc.
Well, they got a generator, so that's no problem.
Yeah, that's how we played here the first week, Brad.
Generator.
Generator.
Shouldn't say it too loud.
Generator and
the boonies. All the years of playing since 1980 up there.
Nothing ever happened. Well,
And they had oil lamps out for us. That was our best night of the season. We wanted to turn the lights off when we got home.
The furnace failed. They played with no heat in January.
we played with no heat.
Yeah.
Coach on playing at bats.
Because I always dreamt of hitting the lottery and building one building. Everybody go and play. One night, you don't have to worry about it. Everybody's in the same place. Turn your
All the
seats in.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Could almost do it.
They could do four at a time.
Four, yeah. Four.
4 runs, 10
And
to
lots of parking.
Tyrone has scored in every inning. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Played by candlelight before.
Up by 5, heading into the 5th. About halfway through.
Yep,
Hickory Square is going to have to make something happen.
they're going to have to do it. They did it last week. We couldn't keep up with them.
Yeah.
And we had a guy that was 21 for 24.
Seniors starting things off with 1 out.
Seniors doing pretty good. He had somebody behind him here.
Come on, Arlo, get it right back too. Right there.
The better
You
dart.
got a hit last time.
Yeah.
Hit this time.
Yes.
Yeah, here comes Greg Hodge.
It's quiet for him.
Yeah.
They've been getting quiet for him. You're getting used to it.
And here comes Brad. They need a couple more to get back in it. That one's up there.
Oh, just left it.
Right there.
Come on, Brian.
Right there. You're right there.
It's right there.
So's Brian.
Cut the lead to 2.
Cut it down. Bruce can do something here.
Straight two.
Got a reprieve, man.
You don't want to drop it.
Ah,
No, he did.
same spot as Brad. Yeah, cut the lead to 2. We got to the bottom of the 5th.
there. You need to have an inning where they hold them.
A lot of the really good teams, that's what you're going to find. They're going to score almost every inning. They're going to find a way to get 1, 2, 1, 3. We call it one us to death.
2.
You got it.
Ooh, that one got away.
That home run again.
Yeah.
2.
Let's go, Hack. You're due.
Hack is due.
Hack is due.
Hack is
If
due.
there's anybody that's due. No.
Oh, it's on the board. There's the second
He's got to
one.
start. Look out.
He has killed us.
Yeah, he's got it lined up.
Yeah, here he might be.
Look out.
That's way up.
Oh.
Drop in.
On the
Whoa.
Oh. He worked his way up and over. It's all right, Hack.
For first time. First time this game that you held it. To start, you guys need to put up another figure. I think. Yep. Mike Carlo, it's Edwin Davis, and Jim and Jim.
Well, he's due for his hit. He missed the board, got a hit, missed the board.
Yeah, it's
so.
due again, yeah.
I think he missed the board.
Out.
Oh, wow.
You can't get any closer than that.
You can't get any closer than that.
No, that's an out.
Yep.
Must have smoked too much dope earlier.
The same hole.
Yeah.
Not the same hole.
I can actually see the white between that one and the black.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
So not quite the same hole.
Close.
Yeah, you're happy too.
Alright, quick one.
Man,
Did take advantage of that.
he is not throwing like last time.
No. Hickory Sq did take advantage of that. No run inning from Tyrone, first one of the game. So we go to the bottom of the sixth. Still down by 2.
10-5. 10-8. Yeah, 10-8.
After Arlie here, top of the lineup comes back up for Tyrone.
Yep. He had a big hit last at bat that got to let off. Oh,
Big hit right there. That might have been a dagger.
He's got 2. He's got 2.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yep. Because then you get up to the top of the lineup and here they come. Yep.
You know they're in.
Yeah, you can't keep them down for 5 games. It's not going to happen. And I don't mean that in anything against Hickory Square. It's just that guys that bat the way these guys bat,
They're going to get
they're going to get their hits. They're going to have that average. That's why they have that average. They're going to get their hits.
Allen's moved over. He's line dancing now.
Believe me, I know. You know, Al, if you would have been hitting the whole game, the whole night, we would have been out of here.
Alan would rather be fishing.
Oh, I think so right now.
It's about time you hit it.
Come on, dog. Gee whiz.
No, he knows he has to cancel out Eric, and Eric didn't show up.
Not much to cancel out.
Oh! Go on, Aaron, come on up there. Come on, Aaron. Bring it.
Any more runs?
You guys are gonna win the tournament, so
You don't need it. You don't need it.
out! 3 on 4.
3. Back up to a 5-run lead.
This is the most runs they've scored all night.
Saved it for the 5th game, yeah.
Say, get to the 5th, you never know.
Come on, Dad.
And Jim Stimmel Sr. leading off. He's got 2 hits in this game. 2 big hits. They've scored 2 big runs.
And again, you hate to keep harping on it. I feel for the Hickory Square team, but they had them. They had them in that second game.
Yep.
It's not as easy as it looks.
No.
But with 2 outs, they had a chance.
They had it with a decent hitter up.
And since that time, they did battle back. They had the lead in the series again.
Donut.
Hey, go get a donut. Somebody get this man a donut.
I'm not hungry.
Get that one out of your pocket.
He's back.
He said you ate too much.
Yeah, he needs another one.
There it is. Yeah, there's a hit.
He's got somebody's.
Hickory Square seems to do better with 1 out.
Yeah.
They need to get that first out of the way, and then they can start hitting.
Brad Harrington here.
That's an hour.
Ouch. Just caught it. Got the corner there.
Yep.
Try it again.
In a big spot. Ooh, nice start.
Good start. Oh, he adjusted well. Just a little to the left.
Boy.
So 4-run lead for Tyrone heading into the bottom of the 7th. Heck, don't let him talk to you like that.
Come on, Eric, short.
We go to the bottom of the 7th.
Harry, are you proud to be related to me?
First time all night for that one.
Yeah.
That's like kissing your cousin.
That happens. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called a dead dart that's scored as nothing.
Oh, Couldn't make him pay for it though.
Yep.
Go, Ron.
Having a good game.
That's having a real nice game here, yeah. 2 hits, 2 runs.
You heard third?
Third hit.
Yeah. Almost dropped that into a home run again.
Like he did 2 at bats.
Yep.
Down the middle.
A little looks. Now again, hack. Look out.
Oh, we almost dropped that in there. 13-9.
Top of the 8th. Hickory Sq picking up away at the lead, but running out of innings here.
Running out of innings. They better put a bent figure up if they have the chance this game. Bruce got to get it started.
I'll start for the leadoff here.
Right.
Top one. Wow. That little yellow strip. Wouldn't think it. Yep. They'll get the best of them.
Come on, everyone. 25 more doubles, you want 3,000. 25 more doubles, you want 3,000.
First, too hot or too low or too far out.
They're off the board.
Yeah.
So we have the bottom of the 8th. Still a 4-run lead.
Yep. They're going to top the order up.
Tyrone could do some damages there. Of course, if they don't, of course, the Hickory Square's advantage. They have a chance to come back here and line up in the bottom of the 9th. I'm trying to be as positive as I can for both teams. I don't have a horse in this race.
Nope.
Way past my second. It is, Susan.
Most people in the room could say that.
Three hits in this game for Mr. Harley.
Yeah.
And that sets up Duncan, who's 3 for 3 this game. Making 4 for 4.
Not even close to it, boy.
You got it right in there.
What are you looking at, Marla?
Yeah.
There they come.
No, they went.
Top 2 batters this game for
4 for 4 each.
Yeah, that's in there.
Nope.
That's Duggar luck right there. That's the Duggar jinx. That's what that is.
He should be barred from here.
I'll vote in favor of it.
You got those. Get in here, Sarah.
He's got 6.
And that 2 to 6.
Years ago.
Oh, drop that.
Look it out.
Yes, that's it.
Depending on what Doc does here. One last shot for Hickory Square coming up in the top of the 9th.
Sarah, come on.
No, almost hit a single out of it.
Out. Two on the floor.
Give her die.
15
Yep, we got
to
it 9.
9.
15 to 9. You got
Down
it.
by 6. A little magic here.
touchdown.
A little bit of magic here to
Yep. The
tie this
Snowball's
thing
leading
up.
off and Arlo.
If it comes down to Arlo with 2 outs, this place might lose its mind.
Yeah, that's right. Like he was. He will.
Come on, Jim. Nice and easy, right? 2. Come on, get up.
I've seen that, Jack.
Same one.
All sorts with the leadoff hitter.
Hey, that's where it starts.
Come on, Dad.
You got it.
Yeah!
Oh, he's in there too. Look at that.
All right, here we go with the top of the lineup.
That's what they needed to have happen.
Yep.
They had a chance. And here they go.
Arlo, 3 for his last 3.
Yeah!
4 for his last 4.
Keep it up. Come on, Greg. Smooth down.
Yeah, they got a rally going. That's what they needed. Yep. They got a rally. There's another one.
Come on, Brad.
Come on, Brad.
They're halfway home.
Come on, Brad. Yeah!
And another one. Another one.
5 straight hits.
Right, they're not going quietly, that's for sure. There's another one.
First time I saw Brian smile all night.
I know. Wow. They got 5.
1 more to tie. With 1 out.
Yep.
Mike.
Here's Mike.
Right in
I
there.
hope they tie.
Nope, that's an out.
Come on, Edwin.
All right, 2 outs. They did bat around.
Come on, Edwin.
Edwin needs a hit.
I hate this.
He's honest. He's honest.
Casey got up and struck out.
That's it. Do it. Come on, Edwin.
Still throwing. Oh, man. Valiant comeback. Just fell short. 15-14.
Wow.
Tyrone,
You want these?
champions. First time since 2017.
Yep.
Good series. Good series. Close game.
But man, what a,
Dan, thanks for being here.
yeah, you too. Thanks for doing everything, Glenn.
And,
You know what? You know what it was? Right here. That guy hits right there. It's a tie game.
and it's hard to say. The guy goes 4 for 5, but if he'd had 1 more hit,
But if Arlo would have hit in the second inning,
yeah, or the second game.
or the second game.
Don't even say anything.
Yeah, if Eric plays, yeah.
Yeah.
14-20.
Yeah.
Well, we made him earn it then.
And I still got to clean up.
Yeah, you still got tear down.
And you can videotape me and Jack.
You suck. That's the worst Use your coat off, Alan. Use your time.
I don't need my picture tape.
Well, the way you played, you should have a picture taken. I'm an easy man.
Hey, Alan. No, who plays with the camera, RJ? You're him.
Hey, Al, get over there.
That was horrible, Alan. Unless what?
Hey, Doc. Doc, I wasted all last week against you guys.
What do they call the guy drinking weights last in medical school? The doctor?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
He's leaving.
Go on.
Didn't matter how.
You were.
They won.
He sucked.
He sucked all the way to
Yeah, what can I say?
Don't get the
Too much.
Yeah, he's the other guy in the front.
Hey, Tim, I'll take a couple of them.
Better looking guys in the back, please.
one. That's two.
Yeah, back and play.
That's three. Thank you very much.
I got the other two trophies done 2 days after I covered it. They called me, they said, yeah.
Oh, no, that's what I said.